Disclaimer: knives are not toys. They are tools and, if necessary, weapons, but one should never put oneself in a situation where one needs to use a knife as a weapon. First and foremost, knives have been our first tools since they were made of stone. Let's try not to sully that by making them look like weapons too often. That being said, I got more knives. More from the Mossy Oak collection, even. And what's more, they are very versatile. Except for the fact that they're all fixed blades. What can I say? Fixed blades are a lot sturdier than folders, and if you gotta go with a blade, while folders are good, fixed blades can take a lot more punishment. That being said, here is the first one. It's a little baby knife. Hope you can all hear me, by the way. It's a little baby knife. And what's more, besides the fact that it is emblazoned with the Mossy Oak brand, it has layers of, I'm guessing, faux leather as part of the handle, but it feels really smooth and solid. Like that leather's been turned into something a lot harder than just animal skin. The blade is small, single-edged, and if you look at it in one shot, it looks and feels more like one of the stone knives I mentioned, because they usually were small and had small handles and were really just working knives. And it comes with a nice little sheath with plastic inside and a woven outside. It's fairly sturdy. And for comparison, we got the deer antler folder. See how that compares. Not bad. Next we have a very large fixed blade. And this is basically just a chunkier version of the little blade. But what makes it different, besides the size, is it has this, what's referred to as a gut hook. Now, when, sorry if I get a little graphic here, but when gutting and skinning an animal, usually you gotta slit open the belly in order to get at the insides. And this hook, once you've made a little incision with the tip, most likely assists in that. You just grab it and yeah, for those of you who don't use knives like that, that's a little messed up. But for those of you who hunt and get your own meat out of the woods, it's very valuable. And now for comparison, we got another deer antler folder, and yeah, in this case, size matters. And finally, we come to a piece of resistance. A Bowie-style blade, similar in size to the gut hook knife, only this has the traditional clip point of your basic Bowie knife, although there's less of a curve, and it's even hard to get in focus. Look at that. Now this is something you will want to take into the woods with you. It's got a rather thin spine, but it's still thick enough to cut up wood for a fire, yet sharp enough, careful, to whittle small bits of fat wood. Look up what fat wood is, by the way, to use as fire fuel. And now for comparison, we got two big boys, both equally decent, although I think the deer antler ones are a lot prettier. And there you have it. More from the Mossy Oak collection. Basically, they use a type of stainless steel, which I think is mixed with stuff to make it extra hard. I looked it up, and some people don't like Mossy Oak, some people do. But I can tell you this, if I ever get the chance to really test these knives to their breaking point, I will try to film it. Though, if I am in a situation where I'm testing them to their breaking point, hopefully it's not survival, you know? But if it is, at least my last video will be entertaining, I hope. This is Mr. J signing out and reminding you, once again, this is not a toy. This is a tool, and if necessary, it must, and if you need to, use it to save your life, no matter what that might entail. Though, the best way to save your life is don't get into a dangerous situation, period. Keep whittling, folks.